record. Okay, Amar.
Yes, sir.
Uh, the same transaction, smart forms transaction. Okay, previously we used this first option for designing the form. So if you want to see the properties in the styles, so previously I created one style. Okay, so here you can see that different paragraphs we are created on that day. So the first one is
Sir, can
I just
you
created
repeat
for a
how
header.
to create a style again?
New style.
New style.
So I just created two. Okay.
In that program, you use
Not in program from the transaction.
paragraph style. So you used H1 as a paragraph,
No, no, no.
style.
Now I just
And
started like this. Okay. I just proposed a name there. Now I change the description to new style or something. Okay.
okay.
Huh? Now, if you want to, here
Yes.
you can see two nodes, one paragraph format and the second one is character format. Okay. In the paragraph format, just right click on that. Right click, create a node. Okay. Now,
Okay.
for a heading, I just given H1, enter. Now, this is for heading, header. Okay. Here you can give the font.
Okay.
Normally in A4 size paper, in a Word document, you will get an option. What are the fonts available? In the same way in SAP also
Yeah.
different fonts are available. You can select your required font. So here I just selected Helve. So this is for a heading. I just given 18 as the font size. So here font
Okay.
style, which type of format you want to display. Is it a bold or normal? If it is a normal, don't select anything. Here we are just using this one for a heading. So I just selected as a bold.
Hmm.
If you want to specify any color, you can select the required color. Like if it's a red, just give a red color. Okay. Any confusion? So we are
No,
just
sir.
given one name, H1 or A1 or B1, just given one name. In that you have assigned required font family, Helve or Times New Roman or something like that. At the same time, for font size, is it a 16, 15 or 17 or 18? Given given a font size. After that, is it a bold format or normal format? So if it is a normal, don't select anything. If you need a bold or italic bold or something, you can select the required format. At
Font
last,
size
you
and
can give
font
the
style
color
we can
also.
change it anytime, right, sir?
Mhm.
I mean, font size and font style we can change it in between also, right?
You can change at any time, but what is the problem? So, like
Huh.
in a previous case, we used a smart style one in 5 forms. Okay, if you modify here, it will reflect in all the forms.
Oh, okay. It's a general for everything.
Normally, what we'll do, we'll create one style which contains all
General
the
style.
paragraph
Okay.
formats as per the client requirement. So most of the cases, as
Okay.
per
Okay.
few clients, they will use some certain fonts.
Mhm.
So we'll create one style
Okay.
with those fonts. So everybody will use.
Okay. Got it.
Simply, if you modify here, it will reflect in all the places where we use.
Okay. Okay. So they will provide us the requirement. According to that, we will be creating a style.
They will tell that okay. They will tell that okay, for a
Mm.
heading they need a help format at Times New Roman. They are expecting
Okay.
18 or 16. They are expecting
Okay. Okay.
font
Got it.
style is a bold or normal. They will specify.
Okay, sir.
They only tell. So from our side, we need one paragraph format with those properties.
Okay.
So likewise, you can create one more paragraph format for line heading. So here create node. So you can specify item header IH. So in this case, simply item header. So fonts size you can specify like normally hell will be good actually at the time of printing. the look wise it is good. So that's why most of the people will use helve. Okay, if it is a 12th font and if it is heading bold, so it is a bold. So you can specify different color. Like if you want a blue color, you specify blue color. So likewise, you can create one more paragraph format, create node, and here item. So items, help. So it is a 10 and it's a normal. And then you can give different color like black color, dark blue. So likewise, you can create multiple paragraph formats. Okay. Here last time I created one character format for barcode. You can create a barcode from here by using a character format. So once we
Okay.
created paragraph formats, the header level, you have to assign one paragraph as a default. That means, so at the time of creating a new text, left hand side it is showing like a star. So that is the default paragraph. That means if user is not entered anything, it will take this paragraph format. Why? Because we are making I1 as the default paragraph format. So in this style, if user is not specified anything, it will take I1. So that's why at the time of creating a style, you have to specify which one is your default paragraph. If user is not entered, which one is your default paragraph? I1 is my default paragraph. So you have to specify at the time of creating a style. Got it? If you are not
Yes, sir. Yes.
specified this default paragraph format, you will get an error. Okay, simply you created a
Okay.
paragraph format. After that, if you are not assigned,
Yeah.
you can't save also. It will throw an error. So
Okay.
out
Okay.
of these
Yeah,
three,
yeah, that's what I tried creating one style there, but it was showing error actually. So maybe
that is
this
this
would be
error
the
only.
reason. I
This,
did
this
select.
that is this error only.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
Right.
means
Input not
first
given
create a one
something
paragraph
by error.
format. So create your
Yeah.
required paragraph formats. Out of these three, which one is the default? You have to specify in the header level. Otherwise, you will get an
Oh,
error. You can't save also.
okay. Okay. Okay.
So that is the issue. So first create required formats, at least one or two, and make one paragraph as the default paragraph. I now three paragraphs are available. I'm just assigning I1 as the default paragraph. Okay. So if you're not assigned, you can't activate it. It will throw an error. Now it's active. Okay. So in the same way, character formats. So character format, what is the use of character format? So for barcodes, we can use character formats. Last time we tried one barcode. Okay, barcode. So here you can specify the barcode format. Who will give this barcode format? Client only, they will tell which barcode
Client.
format they are
Yeah.
expecting. So directly you
Okay.
can use that barcode format. It's like EAN8 or something. Okay, just active.
Yeah, sir.
So likewise we will create a styles. Now it's clear how to create a style.
Yeah, yeah, I got it, sir. Now.
Uh, Previously, this error you were getting, this header, you have to specify default paragraph. If you go there once
Yeah,
again
yeah.
to the smart style, if you
Hmm.
assign this paragraph format, you can activate it. That is the error actually.
Okay, so when we are creating a title, no, like when we are giving a title in that smart form, we
Uh,
need to choose this paragraph, right?
no,
Yeah,
no,
there.
no. To choose
Which,
that,
huh?
if you are created, then only you can
Hmm.
select any one of those
That,
paragraph formats.
that's
Without
what.
creating a
So to
paragraph
choose
format,
that, we
you
should
try
have
to use
created.
in the beginning
Yeah,
itself,
yeah.
nothing will be there.
That's what. So after creating only, that's what. Without creating, I tried like giving H1, but then I was not able to do it.
No, no.
Then
First,
later
create a
I
paragraph
tried
format. It
creating.
should be available.
Okay, okay.
If it's not available directly, if we assign H1, I don't know that what is that H1.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
got it,
should,
sir.
if it is available, it will come here directly. The drop down, you can see
Mm.
that.
So, yeah.
So at the same time, at the time of creating a paragraph format, always give indent. Otherwise, it will overlap. Last time I have given indent as 1 mm. That otherwise it will sit on the border. So the look wise
Okay.
it will be odd. So for each paragraph, give 1 mm as the indent. Here the indent is the space. It will start with the 1 mm. It will take a gap of 1 mm. Okay, if line is there, immediately if we are trying to write, it will write on the line. So for this paragraph format, if we use indent, so it will take 1 mm space and after that it will write. So in these alignments also, last time I told that for a item header, so I just want to print this information in the middle. So then you can select this one, centered align format. Okay. So last time it is displaying from the left hand side, but if we display in the middle, then it will be good. So in that case, select this format, centered format. Okay. So now we are having these options, left aligned, right aligned, center format, justify. So depends on the requirement you can select. Any doubts in this smart style?
No, sir. Got it now.
Here you can see the preview also. Here, if we select the centered, it is printing in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. Correct.
So once you selected a paragraph format, you can see that information also. It is a header, red color we selected. So it is looking like this. It is the item one, it is looking like this. So you can see the information here
Oh.
itself, the sample, the preview.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll go back to our smartphone. Now we are inside the smartphone. Last time we made changes on this.
And so one more confusion here. Now,
Hmm.
when we created header and items, no. So in
Hmm.
header, we are giving the fields where which contains only one entity, like one what to tell that. I mean one entry, and
One
in
entry.
items
No,
where
no,
we
no,
have
not no,
multiple
no.
data, multiple entries.
Huh. So the thing is, we are talking about one person. I just want to deliver this
One
item.
person.
So how many people will be there? One person, Shravan
Obviously.
Kumar. What is
Yeah.
his mobile number? What is his address? That is a header level. Only one set will be there.
Okay.
But you are going to deliver 10 items to me. Then one washing machine, one refrigerator, and one air conditioner. So like that, those are the items. So multiple items will be there. So that's why it will come under main window. If it is we are
Okay.
talking
Sir.
about one customer, so the customer information, one customer, then means only one
Yeah.
record that will come under header. So here we are talking about only
Correct. I
one
mean.
sales order. So the sales order header information, that means what is the sales order number, when we created a sales order, who created, those are only one set. But how many items are there in that sales order? That is multiple. So that's why that is coming under
Yeah.
items.
Okay. But then we will get to know, right? Like, which fields has to be in header, which fields has to be in items. Because
That will
looking
come
at
by
these
experience. That
names,
no, that will come
okay, okay.
by
Because looking at
experience
this,
actually. So
acha.
now you are
Okay,
just
sir.
ordering something in the Amazon, okay? Then you are
Hmm.
getting that order. So then how we will think? So how many items will come? Multiple items. In that case, it will be the main window. So if you understand the
Yeah.
business wise,
Hmm.
automatically you will know that. At the same time, by seeing the layout, that means the user will tell
Hmm.
that okay, previously we used a paper for printing these details. So by seeing that, you will get an idea. Okay, which
Okay.
one is a
No,
single
no. I
and
mean,
which one is a multiple.
looking into these fields name, it will not be easy because Kunar is there,
Not
no?
easy. No, no,
KUNNR.
no. I'm not talking about the field names. I'm talking about that
Huh.
final output. So user will tell that okay,
Okay.
previously we used this paper format. Now I'm expecting the same thing from your SAP. So then we'll get an idea. So that will come by experience. Okay, time being,
Okay,
if
sir.
it is a single, we'll pass those details to the header. If it is a
Header.
multiple, we are
Uh,
passing those details to the
multiple.
item.
items. Yeah, got
Hmm.
it.
So now, just now we created one more format, na, that what is that new style. If you want to apply that new style, here instead of style one, you have to apply style two. So then you have to modify in those places. Look, okay, if it is in a title, so which font we have used. That means which paragraph format we are used. So we used H1 format. There is no problem. So it is printing in a red color. Now it's a big font and bold. That is also not a problem. If it is an address, so here if you see this output start with the paragraph format star, that means it will take from the default paragraph format. So if you're not assigning anything, it is taking from the default. If it is star means default paragraph format. What is our default paragraph format? I1 is the default paragraph
I1.
format. So
Yeah.
it will take consider that I1 as a paragraph format. So that is the default paragraph format. If you're not specified, it will take from there. So if it is a title, we already checked in a main window. So if you see this one, um, in the header level, item header, I used a different paragraph format. If the paragraph format is not available, then it will throw an error. So if you go there, so item header. So we created a different paragraph format, item header for headings. So likewise in all the places you have to modify. If you see this one, it is printing in the middle. Okay. It is to assign that IH format for the heading. So now IH is center aligned. So now it's activated. Now here it is showing like AH is not available. I change the format. So where we use this text file. So in a text file, so previously I used AH. Now AH is not available. You have to use IH, item header. So for 5, here it is throwing a error 5, 4. So here for this one, we used item header. So IH3 also we are having a problem. So that's why before designing your form, you have to create your paragraph formats properly. Otherwise, it will create a problem. So now check the syntax. IH format. There is no error now. So now you can activate. Otherwise, If there is any problem with the formats, you can't activate. It will throw an error. So now the form is ready. The center aligned. Now just to go to SE38 program. So this is our smart form. Smart 2 or smart 3? Not 2, smart 3. Okay, this is our form. Execute, give our sales order number. Asking for the printer, just send the printer, just click print preview. Now you can see that the heading is center aligned. Here also, here if you see this one, it is also center aligned. If you don't want to make it as center aligned, then you have to create one more paragraph format for this template. So if you're expecting left aligned, then you can change. Or if you are okay with the center aligned format, then you can use. So the look wise now it is looking good. Okay. Last time I told that for item, if you don't want these leading zeros, then just directly go to the text element where we are printing, go to smart form. So here, not in the header level, in the main area, go there. So in the editor, just specify formatting command. So I don't want leading zeros. Just give Z. I don't want additional space. Then give C, condense. Z, C. Just activate. Okay. Once I can execute this program. So present we are having leading zeros and it is printing 10 here. Now I don't want these leading zeros. I want to print 10 here itself. So go back, execute. So now it is printing 10, 20, 30. So likewise, you can use formatting commands. That means displaying format commands. Directly, if you use those commands, it will format and it will remove the leading zeros. It will remove additional space. So those properties directly you can apply to the text, or which text do you want to apply. So directly go there to the particular text and apply those two, Z and C. Z means removing leading zeros, C means condense. So both we are applying. Okay. Now one more point. So now we are printing the information in the footer at the bottom of the layout. So now this is our output at the bottom of the layout. 10, 20, 30, three items are there at the bottom. I just want to add something here. That's like approved by or something like that. If you want to add something in the footer, then you can write here in the footer node. So in the table, we are having header. We use this header for printing header line, heading for the particular table. And here we are printing the items. If multiple items are there, it will print all the items. Now in the footer, we want to print approved by or something like the digital signature or something. Then we want to write that information in the footer. So what is the available space in the window? We are having available space 20. So in that we use this table concept. So here this is the available space width is for the table, how much space is available. So now go there. The total available space is 20. Now we need one more line. So we need one more line with the two cells. So I need one cell with the 10, 10. So total is 20. We divided into two blocks, 10 and 12. So here in the footer, I want to use this new line format with two cells. Create. Which format you want to use, which table line you want to use. So just select two lines. Here the first one contains those 7 cells. The second one contains only 2 cells. Just now we created two cells for printing the footer. So for the footer, just select the second line. So now it is showing only 2 cells. So if you want to write something here, just right click, create text. So here if you want to print something, create text. So here if you want to write something here, if you want to write something like approved by, just activate. So if you want to add a different color to this one, approved by, so like if it is an item header or something, you can apply for a name. You want to apply like heading type H1. So here for the table, okay. Now we'll execute and we'll see. So same program. Now footer is not available. Our plan is we just want to print something after all the lines. Here for this sales order, we are having only 3 lines, 10, 20, 30. So now I just want to print something after printing all the line items. So now execute. Here it is showing like approved by Stam Kumar. So like this, if you want to add one space or like that, you can add one blank line also. If you need a space, so how can we give a space? So if you need some space, why? Because it is printing immediately. I need some space. So in this editor or in the footer level, then it's not possible. In the editor, just give one blank line. One blank line. Here also, just give one blank line. So immediately you don't want to print, you need some space in between. Then just give one blank line. So once again, we'll execute our report. Execute. So now space is there. Previously it is overlapping. Now some gap is there. So like this, you can provide the gap. Okay. So small, these things are small cosmetic changes. So information was same information, but outlook we are changing. So if you want to reduce the space here or if you want to print here, So small cosmetic changes you can do. That's not a problem actually. So by seeing that, you will get an idea. Or otherwise, users will give sample output how they are expecting. They will prepare one Excel, and there they will specify what are the fonts they are expecting, or how much space they need in between these two. Like that, they will provide the total information. Finally, how they want a final output. So based on that, in a smart form, by using different options, you can apply those options. Okay, last time we tried so background picture for the smartphone. So if you want to apply background picture, where we are doing, we are talking about entire page. Background picture is not specific to this window, but the entire page. That means that property you have to apply at the page level. So here, come to here you will get an option like a background picture. So we need a colorful format. Just select this colorful format. So it will show that what are the formats available. So leaf background. At the same time, here you have to select this option. I want to see that output at the time of printing, at the time of preview. I want to see that what is the result of that. If you are not selecting, even though if you are provided background picture, if you are not selected, you can't see the background picture in the output. At the time of printing also, you can't see that information. So now I just applied background picture, and here I change the format. So here itself you can see at the time of execution. So previously background picture was not there. So I'm going back and executing once again. So now we applied background picture. We're able to see the background picture also. Okay. So like not only for 6.9, you can try with the 7.5 different sales orders. So it will take the information dynamically and it will print the details dynamically. So this is different 5975. Only one item was there. So it is directly printing. Once it is printed, footer immediately it is printing here. So here in a smart form, I just want to print how many pages are there. If 10 pages are there, I want to know that first one of 10, one of 20, like that. I just want to see that what is my current page. So in that case, if you want to print number of pages, okay, at the same time, this is height. You can use your height up to this one. Here we are simply wasting a space. So go back to this main window and increase the height of the main window. So at present, what is the height of the main window? 20. Just give height as 25. Just see the output. 25 is exceeding that. So just try with the 24. Still it is crossing. Just try with the 23. Now it's within our limits. So then just try with the 22. 20. So at the bottom of this window, I just want to print how many pages are there. What is my current page? So what I'm planning, I want to create a new window, where I want to place at the bottom of the page. So I just want to place it here. Bottom of this one. So 28.5 width height is 1 centimeter is enough, and width I just want to print like 10. So left margin give in the middle, like okay. They just want to print number of pages, how many pages we are going to print. So here I just want to add a text, create text. So in the text, what I want to print. So I just want to tell that what is my page number. So page. So how will know that which page? If I'm having 100 pages. So first time I'm seeing the first page, 1 of 100, 2 of 100. Like that we just want to see. What is my current page? What is the system command actually? We can't pass like a 1 or 2. It should come from the system. Internally it should calculate and it should give that information. So what are the system parameters are available? So last time I told about that SYST, SYST. If it is a current date, current time, like that, those parameters are available from SYST. If it is from smart form, SFSY. Let's see. These are the smart form relevant fields, system fields. So dynamically system will tell that now you are in which page, first page or last page. System will tell that. So I just want to print my current page. Your current page value will be stored in page variable. So how to write if you want to print a current page, SFSY hyphen page, okay, of I want to know that total number of pages, total pages. That value will be stored in form pages. So the first one is current page. The second one is total number of pages. First one of 100. So that value will be stored in form pages. The current page number will be stored in site page. So come back and activate. So where we are added this one at the bottom of the page. So that is the user requirement. Sometimes they want to see that number of page at the top. Sometimes they want to see the number of page at the bottom. If you open any book, you can see that the page number at the bottom. So that depends. They will tell that is it at top or at the bottom. So depends on the requirement. Just to change the position. Now this position is left margin is 28.5. If they are expecting in the top, just give 0.5. Automatically it will go to upper. So the scenario is same. So just activate. Now go to our program, execute it. And 70, give the printer name, print preview. Now where we can see that number of pages. Come back. So the picture is up to this level. So that's why it is printing like that. So here you can see that page 1 of 1. If 100 pages are there, it will show like page 1 of 10, page 1 of 2 of 10, 3 of 10, like that information. So for that calculation purpose, which format we are using? Okay. So what is the system parameter? For printing the pages, we used a system parameter like which format we are used for which parameter we have used sci sfsy. So page number, that is the current page. Form page is total number of pages. In the entry also, they will ask that, okay, how to print my current page number. So then we have to tell, use a system parameter SFSY page. They will ask like, okay, how many pages it is going to print? I just want to know the total number of pages. Then we'll tell like a SFSY hyphen form pages. Use the system parameter form pages. It will tell that how many pages we are going to print. So that information will be there in SFSY smart form pages. So form pages, total number of pages. So that those things are system parameters. Why? Because we can't tell like how many pages will come, or at the time of printing, what is my current page. So those properties we can't get. We can't write a logic for that. Directly you can get from SAP system parameter. In the runtime, it will calculate automatically. It will give the total number of pages and it will give the what is my current page. That property, those properties you will get from the SAP system parameter. Logically we are not able to write that information from the program, so that's not possible. Why? Because the number of lines will come, we don't know how many pages it will print. So dynamically it should calculate that. SAP will take care of that. Use the system parameter, automatically it will give how many pages it is going to print and what is my current page. That information it will come. Okay, any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Mm. So till now we just printing only one page. Okay, so that's why we are not able to see that how it will work. Like if multiple pages
Yeah.
are there, then you can see
Yeah,
that
yeah,
two
yeah.
of one of one or one of two.
Automatically it changes, right? So in case if there are multiple
Automatically
pages.
we just use a system parameter. Okay, so
Yeah.
here what we can do for testing purpose. So for one sales order we are having uh, only 3 items. Okay, so at the time of appending for each item, I'm just appending same information multiple times to increase the number of items. Okay, this
Okay.
appending I'm just doing do 100 times. So that means it will add 300 lines. Total 3 lines are there. For each line, 10th item, it will add 100 times. 20th line, it will add 100 times. So total 3 items are there. 300 lines it will add. Okay. Now, so now you can see that 14 pages are there. 1 of 14. So at the bottom, you can see. So now what it is displaying? 1 of star, what we are expected. 1 of 14, but it's not printing that 14. So that is a problem with the available space. Sometimes we'll face a problem with the available space. So for this window, the space is not enough. So that's why it's not able to print. But here, if you see this one, we are having lot of space, but it is not printing properly. In that case, directly go there, go to this one, form pages. We are facing a problem with total number of pages. So why it is not able to print? It is starting from the right aligned. So somehow it is creating a problem. Extra spaces are there. So then what you want to do? Just condense, remove additional spaces. At the same time, how many pages we are expecting? Maximum 4 nines, 9999. So 1000, 4 nines means 9999. So you can tell like, okay, how many digits you are expecting. Just give 4. That means you are restricting length to 4. At the same time, you are removing unnecessary pages by using C. So you applied two controlling commands. You are restricting length to 4, and at the time of displaying, you are removing additional spaces that is C. So remaining things are same. Didn't change anything in the variable level. There is no change. So now just activate. So now it's activated. So once again, we'll execute the same report. There is no change in the input level. So once again, I'm executing this report. Now, as usual, 14 pages. This is a problem with the loading. If system is slow, then it will look like this. But here you can see 1 of 14. Okay, I'm just clicking page down. Then it is showing 2 of 14, 3 of 14. Likewise, you can see that. So user will expect like this: 6 of 14, 7 of 14, 8 of 14. So at the last page, so it is displaying like a 14 of 14. It's clear. So what is the use of that
Yeah, sir.
parameter? So definitely they will expect. I just want to know that if 14 pages are there,
Yeah.
which page I am referring. Okay. At the same time, here if you see this one, approved by Shravan Kumar, it is showing like this. But last page it is printing properly. But in the first page, what is the problem actually? In previous pages also, it is printing. There is no available space. The space is not available.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not able to print properly. Why? Because that font is very big and here we don't have space. But what we are expecting, so I just want to approve at the bottom of all the pages, not in here it is showing in the 13th page, 12th page. So in all the places it is showing approved by. I don't want that approved by in all the pages. I just want to see this approved by at the bottom of all the pages. So once we printed everything, I need to verify everything is correct or not. Then I will sign on that. So here this approved by is printing in all the places. I don't want to what is that print this approved by. I just want to print this approved by at the bottom of all the lines. Okay. So how what is the option available? So we are talking
Only
about
on bottom of 14th page.
14th page, last page. We just want to print that approved by,
Okay.
not in all the pages. So where we are having that approved by, so title, this one number of pages here, not in template. So in the main page, here in the footer, we are doing all these activities. Okay. Here in the footer, go to footer. Here we are having an option. Here we are having two ticks at page break at the end of table. So at page break means at each page it will print this footer. But I don't want this footer on each page. I just want to print at the end of the table. At last, I want to print. Just remove this checkbox. Just keep it as it is. The second one we need. First one we don't want. I just remove that option in the footer level. Just double click on the footer. Now you can see the properties of the footer. Just remove the first one. Just keep the second one as it is. So now we'll go back and we'll try to print. So just come down here. Approved by is not there. Previously it was printing on each page. It's not there. Okay. Directly go to 14th page. If you want to navigate directly to the 14th page, Somewhere you will have an option. This one, the last page option. Directly it will jump to the 14th page. In the 14th page only it is printing. Previously it was printing on each page. We changed that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So in the footer, we are having that option on each page or at last. At last, we remove that each page option. Okay. So at the same time, at the time of checking the print preview, now we are having what is that 14 pages. So just execute. Here we are just passing printer name. So at the time of printing, I don't want to see all the pages. I just want to see only 10th page. So directly you can give page selection as a 10th page. So normally in Word document also at the time of printing, you can select that required page. It will ask for that you want to print all the pages or a particular page. Then you can specify. But from SAP also we are having that option page selection. You can directly select the 10th page selection as 10. You directly passing print preview. Even though if you are having 10 pages, it will print only 10th page. See this one, pages only one of one. Okay, it is starting from the 10th page, not from the beginning. Here you can see 10 of 14. Clear? So just like Word document, we are having those options. Definitely we'll expect from SAP also. So at the time of printing, you are having an option to select your required page. We are having 10 pages. I don't want to see all the pages. I just want to see 4 and 5. In that case, you can give like that 4 comma 5. Fourth and fifth page it will print. So directly fourth and fifth page. At the top, you can see that page 1 of 2. So here only fourth page and then fifth page. I selected only those two, fourth and fifth. So even though you are having 14 pages, it is not printing all the pages. So you are having an option to select required pages. At the same time, at the time of checking your report. So here you are having an option to give number of copies. So I need 5 copies, same information I want. So I just want to print second page 5 times. Second page, if you select, give your required page and give number of copies. So at the time of printing, we are using all the options. So here also you can use that option, print preview. So first page, here you can see only one of one. How many copies are there? 5 copies. One of 5 copy. If you click on page down, it is saying that 2 of 5. Okay, but the page is only one. The second page only, it is printing 5 times. So here you can see 2 of 14 only. In all the cases, it's a 2 of 14 only. Why? Because you are printing the same page. But copy is the third page, a third copy. Clear? So we are having all those options actually. Definitely what you are having in Word document, you can do the same important properties from SCP also. Here in our case also this LP01 printer in office, there may be 5 or 6 printers. In from this F4, it will show the available printers and you can give the printer. So just like how we are printing in the office, in the same way we can select. Till now we are just checking a print preview. If you directly select a print, then how it will behave. So I'm just selecting a print. So if printer is connected to your system, directly it will give the print. It's already reached to the print, but I don't have any system. I don't have any printer. So that's why if you want to see that information, what is waiting for the printer? So that will come under spool. That means waiting list. So those details we can see from this SP01 transaction. So from this SP01, you can see that what are the things waiting for the printer. So just click on this one. So pages, here you can see that same output. It is waiting for the printer. Once you connected the printer, immediately it will print. So which option we have selected? So instead of print preview, we have selected print option. If you select a print option, directly it will print. It will go to the printer and immediately it will print, and you can refer that. Is it alignment wise, everything is correct or not? Or if you want to show someone else, so you can ask them to verify the alignment or any other properties. So if we give print, it directly go to the printer. If we click on print preview, we are just seeing how we are seeing if our output or alignment is correct or not. That is a print preview. Till now we just check the print preview. But in a real-time point of view, we'll use a print option. Finally, I will print that information. I will use that printout. I will send that information to a customer or vendor. So then we'll use this print option. So just like in a Word document, what are the features we are having? The page selections, number of copies, okay, print preview, print, those options are available in smart form also. In SAP also we are having all those options. Hmm? At
Yes,
the
sir.
same time, last time I told that at the time of printing this print preview we are selected. So now I just want to convert this into PDF format. Just to give PDF exclamatory. Save in your local system.
So the current page will save, right, sir?
Current output, entire output.
Current output. Okay.
Those 14 pages.
So this will happen only in smart forms, right? Not in SA38.
And not in report.
This PDF.
Smart. Mm. So report output is
Okay.
internal. Smart form, I just want to send this information to the customer. Then if it
Customers.
is in a PDF format, it will be look. So people will prefer PDF format.
Okay.
The look wise also, now you are
Yeah.
getting some clarity actually. If you observe this one, so now you are able to see that, okay, it is, our output is looking good comparatively.
Yeah.
So likewise, without doing any coding, you can convert your smart form into PDF format. Now we will send this PDF format as an attachment to the customer or vendor. Okay, these are the items are available in the smart form. Sorry, in this particular sales order. Please confirm once. Like then they will verify and they will just confirm back. So in that case, we need a PDF format. So directly you can convert that information into PDF. Simple command, simple. Just at the time of printing output, just in the command font, just give PDF exclamatory. So it will automatically convert that existing output into PDF format. So these features were just till now we checked all those features in the smart form level. What are the features are available? One by one we are checking. At the same time, if you are having any default printer, so like if you every time I'm just giving printer as LP01, LP01 or something. So if you go back to your user profile, own data, in this own data, so we are having default parameters. So what is your default output device? That is your default printer LP01. So just give your printer name LP01. Second time, okay, at the time of testing the smartphone, we're just giving our sales order number LP01. So previously we entered manually. Now it is coming from the system. That means if you are having any specific printer, then assign your printer. Then every time it will take that printer. There is no necessity of giving LP01 every time manually. So in your user settings, you can specify which printer we are going to use. In normal case also, they will assign one particular printer as a default printer. So here also we are just assigning the particular printer as a default printer. At the time of preview or at the time of printing, it will take that particular printer and it will display that information as per the printer. So those things we are assigned in the user profile level. So here also every time it is showing like a normal ID. So where we checked all those properties. So in system user profile own data. So sessions are not available. So that's why it is showing like one more session is not available. Just to close existing sessions, whatever it may be available session. Directly go back. User profile one data. Here also sessions are not available. Close it. Why it is taking time? So now system user profile own data. Here you can specify. So what is the name of the person? It is showing like a 75 user 56. So here you can specify like Ravan Kumar. So that is my name. So if they are specified with a different, then you can write your name. In the same way, here the default parameters you can specify the printer. Sorry, not here. Here, these default parameters we are specifying the printer. So that printer it will take. Last time, if you observe this one, denominations like at the time of printing, it is taking 1,000 separator as a comma and decimal separator as a dot. Previously, it is different. We changed that format, but by default, how it is displaying the 1,000 separator as a dot and decimal separator as comma. We change that format, so every user can change the format. At the same time, the date format DDMMYY. Maybe if they are from US, they can change the format. Like they can make month as in the beginning and after the day and after that year. So you can change the format. This format is specific to your user. Even though if you are modifying here, it is not reflecting to others. It is only for you. So this name is specific to you. This name is not for others. If you modify the previous user with Shravan Kumar, if it is reflecting to all, then there is no meaning. In the same way, the default parameters and default parameters specific to your ID. So the date formats, the printer name, all those things are specific to your ID. Okay. So likewise, you can assign a default printer for your user ID. So then it is not going to ask every time enter what is the printer name LP01. So just by default, it will take LP01 directly. If you click print preview, you can see the information. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Now this is your time. You have to practice more. Then all it is simple actually. Smart form is simple, very very simple. Just like we are adding colors, we're just increasing the font, left hand side, right hand side, just aligning, just doing some modifications in the alignment. All are simple. Like, logically, we are not writing that much. Just we are using that options for
Yeah.
changing the format. It's a simple actually. We can project like I am expert in smart forms. If you practice more, you can expect like I'm expert in smart forms. I have developed so many smart forms. Like that, you can project.
Yes.
So practice more. Okay, in this week, practice more. Next week, once again, we'll create a one more smart form from the scratch, and we'll add some other things.
Yes, it is.
In between, you have to practice. Then only
Yeah.
you will know that what are the different nodes, how we are navigating. You previously you thought that
Hmm.
style is simple, but you are not able to create a style. Somewhere it will stop.
Yeah.
So like you have to practice actually. It's simple, but it's not that much simple. Okay, I'm just the recording. Stop.